How you going, everybody? My name's Mitch. I'm a Sparky from Perth, Western Australia, and just come to do a little bit of a tour bag tour. Excuse the mess. So here's the first thing I like to start on is my Makita hammer drill. Does a job. About a couple of years now. Rate Makita. I've used them for all my tools. I wouldn't really change it. So what do you got here? Let's start from this side. So first of all, my bag's JBS tool bag. I'm a maintenance electrician, so I do a little bit of residential, mostly commercial maintenance, and not much industrial or mining. So first thing we got is my pliers. These are just combination pliers. These are just vice grips, cheap pliers that did a good job. Bigger size, a lot heavier in the hand, but easy for getting in, cutting cables, and not worrying about too much about damaging them. And then the second where we got, how do you guys say that? This is a new buy actually. This is really good. Very light, small, and get into power points, light switches, all that stuff. I like the brushed chrome, especially how it's labelled as well. It's really nice. Something different. Gotta treat myself. Continue on. I've got my conduit cutters. Just standard conduit cutters. They do the job. Been for a couple of years now. Just got from Bunnings, 15-20 bucks. Can't complain. And then something a little interesting. My Fluke 322 multimeter. Just basic 4 standards. Amps, ohms, AC, DC, and off. I've had this for a while now. Over the last 3 or 4 years. It's really good. I would recommend Fluke all the way, especially for multimeters. Put that down there and start with screwdrivers. Excuse the mess, and I've got a lot of different branded screwdrivers. This is a Crescent long-handed terminal flathead. It's really good for getting into switchboards. Obviously, it's insulated, 1000-volt rating. This is really good. I've had this for a while now. Just some battering and bruising. It's for getting into the little screws inside switchboards and stuff like that, especially when you have to fault find, maybe you have to work live sometimes. It's really good. And then what else we got? Got my big Weha terminal flathead. This gets absolutely pounding. To tighten up big bolts, maybe to have to try and fucking push cables out of the way. I used to sometimes shouldn't do as a hammer, give it a bit of a prodding and stuff like that. This for a while, obviously you pay for what you get. Weha's a great brand. And then for my Phillips head, this is a Crescent Phillips head. I've had this for about 6 months now. This is really good actually. It's actually still got all the insulation on it and stuff like that. Usually after my tools, after a while, the insulation goes. Either whacking it tight spaces or getting in there. This, I actually lost the terminal flathead for this. This is really good. It's a 2-in-1 combo from Bunnings. I would rate this actually. It's really good. And then my little new purchase that I bought is my Wero terminal flathead. I've got 2 terminal flatheads because I use them a lot. This is really good. This is a little bit more expensive, but that head is really good. It's with all the insulation and stuff like that. I just started using this as a new buy. I rate this a lot. What else we got in here? And then we've got just some basic side cutters, Trojan, nothing good, nothing fancy, just does the job, non-insulated, obviously not VDE tested, but still good for cutting cable ties and stuff like that, which every Sharky does all the time. We do a lot of street poles and stuff like that, so I bought myself a new 100p screwdriver bit set. It's got all the security bits down there that we use for different poles and stuff like that. This is really good. Just, once again, in Australia, we go to a store called Bunnings to see a local hardware store. This is really, really good. And this is the 2-part bag. This is the first part where I keep my hand tools that I use all the time. And sit there. You can see these 2 here. This is a different brand again. It's Craftwright. This is a small, really small flathead and a small Phillips head. This is for more electronics and stuff like that. If I need to replace an appliance or test an appliance or disconnect it, this is the screwdrivers that I use. Because as you know with the fault finding, you don't know what it could be as a person's house. It could be appliance, it could be the circuit, or whatever. And this side, this is my bigger tools on this side. And first thing I have is maybe I won't get that one. Start with my Stanley spanners. They go all the way from 15 to 10. This is really good. I've had it for 3-4 years. Do the job. Held up by tape now. These get used and abused like everything. Would recommend. They're only like $20 something for Bunnings. And then see if we can get this bad boy out. It's my Craft Right Orange hammer. I go through hammers quite a lot. I've either broken them or they get misplaced. Just like screwdrivers, all that stuff. It all gets misplaced. But yeah, it is what it is. Pretty light. It's not too bad. $15-20. Does the job. Got my ratchet crimpers for insulated lugs. You got your 3 sizes, your red, your blue, your yellow. Usually red's for 1.5, blues for 2.5, yellows for 4 mil and onwards. This is really good. This is King Chrome, and I rate these. These are really good. I've had these for about 3 years now, and going towards maintenance. I used to be a solely commercial electrician doing large renovations, fit outs. Didn't use them much. Where here, maintenance spa, he's using a lot more. I'm looking to get the bootlace crimpers actually. I reckon that would be really, really good. Chop that down. What else we got? This is my Gyprock saw. Basic Gyprock saw. Does the job. Just happy I don't stab myself when I'm trying to get tools out of my bag. That's good. What else we got? Trojan file. This uses quite a lot, filing out edges. When I'm drilling out holes for gland plates and stuff like that. This is really good. Uses quite a lot. And then we got my multi-clips NWS's, big bad boys. Use these heats for gland spanners and stuff like that. For glands, use them to tighten bolts maybe, if I don't have my socket set. Whatever, maybe to hold on to things to tighten them up. Use these heaps. These are good buy. Well made, German made. They're really good. Chop them down. And then I've got also my bloody tin snips, mate. Use them for cutting out duct for aircon and stuff like that. Just with tin snips. Nothing crazy. Does the job. Happy days. And then what's you got in here? Got my little blue blowtorch for obviously soldering, doing heat shrink, all the odds in and stuff. Better than having the big blowtorch. This can compact, nimble, can fit my bag. Obviously, because I go to different jobs, I don't exactly know what I need all the time. We got here some self-amalgamating tape, weatherproof, good to if you got like a junction box and you want to tape up the connectors or something like that, or you got a junction on the roof, you tape up, does the job. And it's my Trojan 8-meter tape measure, magnetic, white on black. Actually works really well. I've had it for like 5 years now, and Trojan's just a basic brand, but quite pleased with it. It cost like $30 at the time, but it's got a magnetic bit there. I wouldn't change it for the world. Or cheaper than the Fat Max and stuff like that, and doesn't get lost as easily because people don't seem to misplace your tools. I mean, I've got an adjustable spanner, basic, nothing crazy. Once again, I've had this for quite a while now. Yeah, cold chisel, chiseling out concrete and brick and stuff like that. Don't use it all the time, but when I do, it's just one of those tools that's good to have when you need it. Save going back to the car to get it. I've got a 8mm SDS bit for my drill, for my hammer drill, sorry. So I've just got other power tools, grinder, hammer drill, all that stuff, multifunctional tester. But this is just purely my bag. Then on my outside, I've got some needle nose pliers, non-insulated. They're good for just pulling cables out, switchboards, stuff like that, or behind backing plates or wall boxes and stuff like that. They're really good. Don't use them all the time, every now and then. Got my little wire brush, cleaning shit off in the back of terminal blocks and stuff like that. Just give it a bit of a clean. Happy days. What else we got? And then obviously here we got my tape, does the job, danger tag, that my lockout kit, it connects on, just to make safe. And then we got some solder, use that quite a bit though. Cheap, it does the job. And then Phillips head bit, and then different key panels to get into switchboards, different makes of switchboards, B&R, uses quite a lot getting different types of switchboards, schools and stuff like that I work at. And I've got some basic test leads for my floke. And then what else we got here? Kango 3.2mm drill bit. And then what every spark you could have, a level, just basic level, also from Bunnings, does the job. I don't know what brand that is, but yeah. And then my bag, it's just, like I said before, just JBS 2-part bag. It's more of a maintenance bag, does me well. All my bigger tools I have another toolbox as well. I don't like to carry too much around. If it gets heavy, going to 5-6 different places in a day. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. It's an overlook of some of my tools. But yeah, take it easy guys. See ya, bye.